for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory, yeah. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring, just want a life that is worth every day exploring,
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah,
A new season of 2023 racing is here on the Captain Esports Network. 2 series coming full-time. And for the first time, we cover the All-American ARCA series full-time. And not only that, they've got a brand new sponsor, a part of this series, as we welcome you in to the All-American ARCA series presented by Whiteriver LLC from the Daytona International Speedway. It is pre-season thunder. We welcome you in and getting you ready for a fun race tonight, so to say. No points on the line, just almost like some testing, getting a new group together to go 40 laps tonight under the lights here. As qualifying is underway, you'll see some cars in the background getting laps in. I am the captain, Chris Scala. We decided to kind of hit him with a last-minute surprise and broadcast the league tonight. And it's kind of one to get myself warmed up again. It's been on and off for me throughout the last couple weeks, covering, of course, the Sim 500 Truck Series stuff. But now it's the starts this weekend. We get rocking and rolling. The racing back on track. You'll see me every Friday night, every Sunday night, every Monday night. And we are ready to go here. Let's get set up, though, for tonight's race. As I said, it is the All-American ARCA Series presented by Whiteriver LLC. It is Daytona, and it is the preseason Thunder race tonight. 70 degrees, 58% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 7-mile-an-hour wind at this 2.5-mile track. As I mentioned, just straight-up exhibition race, 40 laps, no cautions. Now, one of the big rule changes will play a role in this race tonight, and that is the fact that there's smaller fuel cells on the super speedway tracks. The All-American ARCA Series decided to go with 12-gallon fuel cells, 65% fuel, so it's like 12 and change. So there will be one pit stop tonight in this race for fuel. Will it be under green? Will it be under caution? All I know is we have, according to the league admin, which of course is Casey Carrington, the largest field in preseason Thunder history making an appearance tonight. So definitely going to see a lot of people and some interesting names making appearances tonight. You're going to see some new names in the series. You're going to see some familiar names. You might even see some names from previous leagues that I've covered. And you're going to see a team that, well, if you follow me a lot, you'll know the names really quickly. And then you're going to see one familiar sighting tonight, at least, in chat of a driver that will be racing in the series, but decided to go down on the bayou this evening and not be here at preseason Thunder. He pulled a Dale Earnhardt on us, as Earnhardt never tested his cars back in the day, so maybe he's trying to be Dale Earnhardt. I don't know, but that's a whole nother story, right, Miles? Anyways, Daytona, ready to rock and roll here. Preseason Thunder is here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Qualifying underway. They're going to wrap up here in just about a minute or so, and I'm actually getting you guys the schedule right now as we speak. I was trying to be cool, and of course with the new gig, and put some audio together and have a little fun, but I'm going to save that for next week. I kind of ran out of time, to be honest with you. But, yeah, it's a preseason race. We're here to have fun. Next week, the big show here at Daytona. It's going to be one of a lot of races that you're going to see here in the All-American ARCA Series this season. Of course, presented by Whiteriver LLC. We'll talk with Casey and maybe some other drivers here tonight. Get you a little sneak peek, and we'll try to get you ready with the teams and what you need to know, and so on and so forth. But we're here Friday night, ready to have some fun here on the Captain Esports Network. Of course, Sunday night, the Sim 500 and the North Carolina 811 Xfinity Series kicks off here from Daytona. And then Monday night, the 811 Cup Series of Sim 500 will have their qualifying and dash races to get ready for their big event next week. So a lot of things coming here in the very near future, starting tonight. Speedweeks here on the Captain Esports Network. Daytona is going to get worn out pretty much, needless to say, in your schedule in the next couple weeks. Not only that, especially as I think about that with the AI racing I've been doing from Daytona. If I haven't worn out this track by the end, then I don't know what else I can do to pretty much stick this track pretty much in your face the whole entire time. So go grab yourself something to drink or whatever you need. It is going to be a great series of racing starting tonight, Season 5, and the Dash here from Daytona. I say the Dash, the preseason Thunder. I'm used to calling it like the Busch Clash or whatever. Actually working on putting the schedule up for you right now on the screen so you can see it as they're just out there running a warm-up right now for the next 2 minutes or so. And then we'll go racing here as the lights start to come on. Sun's starting to set. A lot of people with like this horrible weather the last couple of days. There you go. There's the schedule for you for this season. Starts at Daytona next week. By the way, the schedule was made back a little bit here, so obviously we'll get a new one from Casey next week. Daytona, Auto Club coming up the following week, then Las Vegas, then we go to Darlington, Sonoma. There after we got Nashville Fairgrounds, and you got the old Texas Motor Speedway, Sonoma, the old Charlotte Motor Speedway, Iowa, Talladega, Twin Ring Motegi, Pocono, Rockingham, and the Old School Atlanta to finish out what will be the first of the two halves of a season that you'll see here on the Captain Esports Network. Basically, there's two different schedules. There's two different point standings. There's half seasons, and then there's the whole season points that we'll be keeping track of with SimRacer Hub. And I'm going to work some magic myself to maybe hopefully get it as part of the telemetry and stuff that we have on the schedule. Major E-Fall, appreciate you for joining us here tonight as the warm-up is about to wrap up. Let's see who wants to do some chit-chatting here. Now, we'll have a series, maybe driver that we'll focus on throughout the season and talk to different drivers maybe throughout the race and different kinds of things. But let's see. Let's grab... Is the champion in here? He is not. I'm looking around at some drivers. And let's talk. Let's talk to Craig Martin. Yeah, there's one we could talk to. The driver for Piston Broke. He's going to get me up here in the booth here as I surprise Craig with joining us. Hello, Craig.
Hey, how you doing today?
Good, man. You used to be not wrecking around you right now. What's that?
I don't want anybody to wreck around me tonight, that's for sure.
Well, are you used to me not wrecking in front of you right now or around you? Because obviously we running in a different league together, and well, you've seen the good and bad sides of me. Now you get to see the broadcast side of me.
Absolutely. Happy shiny.
Well, hey, expectations, man. You're the first one. I figured I'd bring you up here while we're warming up. And what are we thinking here? Obviously, what's expectations for 2023?
The year's looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited. Talking to mates, we're looking to get up to this, get a pretty good finishing. I'll obviously stay clean because that's one of the most important things. The racing at the end, got a car at the end of the race.
So let me ask this question: how much would you spend for a new microphone and headset?
Oh, is it not too loud?
No, it's not that you're lying. It's just going in and out. I just had to pick on you there for a second, but
Oh, sorry about that.
no, it's all good. Not your fault, man. We're having fun here tonight. It's all about having fun. I'm picking on people. People can pick on me back, and whatever we need to do here. So, what's your goal here tonight at the obviously the big test session here at Daytona? You guys were out there to pack. Is it more about just getting familiar with people? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I'm looking for that. Getting familiar with people, see who you can run with, who can hold their line, run well, kind of build up some way here, and keep it clean. Biggest thing.
All right, brother. Well, go grid. Go have fun, man. Best of luck in the. Are you in the 22 or the 222?
The 22 tonight.
All right, I was gonna say the whole lot of twos in your numbers usually. So
Absolutely.
hopefully you won't finish second. You'll win the race.
I hope so.
All right, buddy. Good luck, man.
Thanks very much, Chris.
Hey, you too,
Have a
buddy.
great night.
Yes, sir. You too. Craig Martin in the 22 tonight. Craig and I race over in the TI League together, and he's seen a lot of my mean side lately. So, but that's just, I'm on that track. I'm like Paul Tracy. When I'm in the booth, I promise I'm a nice guy for the most part. Hey, I didn't even realize, is Craig Martin really on the pole for this race? Holy cow, I just totally randomly picked a driver, and he's on the pole. Craig Martin, what do you know? Get a start on the pole alongside Casey Carrington there in the 9 truck or car. I'm so used to broadcasting trucks right now. Mike Husby, a teammate now to Carrington. He'll start next to Kyle Heath, one of many different drivers in here. You're going to see some different names. Matt Stewart, he'll start alongside John Kreidler there in the 99 truck. As the cars roll off, Justin Ray in the 38 truck. I said truck again. I'm used to trucks. Forgive me. Anyway, still start next to David Schmidt. Dalton Wilson making his debut in the series tonight. TI Racing joining with Cody McCorkle in the 2 car. Tim Abril and Trey Holmes will start there in row number 6. Row 7, Nick Leo and James Efall. David Fite and Chris Travis there in row number 8. Row number 9, that is where you'll see the Tyler Burton automobile, the 36, alongside Alex Bryson, Josh Dillon, and Alex Penn. There in row number 10. Row 11, Jordan Owens and Finley Fitzsimmons, who got his first career series win last season at Texas, I believe it was. Zach Rogers, there is a driver looking to break a winless streak alongside Gareth McAllister, who also got his first career win, I believe it was last season. Scott Segrist and Tyler Lem in row number 13. Row 14, a very interesting row. Kyle Purcell and Chris Lewis, who is actually filling in for Stephen Miles, who will be racing in this series in that 1 car. Joseph Altamuro in the 8 car alongside the champ Matthew Weeks there in the 30th position. Jackson Van Pelt and Jonathan Cutlip and Mike Lemieux, the man behind the Whiteriver sponsorship, and Larry McKenzie, the 17th row. 34 cars for 40 laps in preseason thunder. We get ready for the season next week. Tonight, it's all about having some fun. Daytona Speedweeks on the Captain Esports Network starts now. And you know we're bringing the cameras back to you tonight. TrackCams22.com, the camera sponsor of the Captain Esports Network. Of course, you can check them out on Facebook. They're in the iRacing forums, and they're on their website at TrackCams22.com. As we're side by side down the back straightaway, 33 cars strong. Mike Lemieux actually did not make the grid, and Joseph Altamaro, I think, forgot to put it in 4th gear or something, but unfortunately he's off the pace back there. We'll check on him here in just a minute as Craig Martin bringing the inside row with Mike Husby in that Jeremy Mayfield number 19 throwback. Here comes the test paint of the 9 car. Casey Carrington with the outside lane. Dead heat at the line. into the wall hard goes the '06 of Fitzsimmons and James Efall. No caution yet. Now there's the caution out. Lap number 2. As we roll the beautiful bean footage, see what happened here. Lap 2 on the back straightaway, it looks like. Didn't have a good vantage point of it, so let's look like just 2 cars coming together here, maybe. He got hooked, the '06 looks like. Find us a better. Let's. When all else fails, go to the blimp. No, the '06 come up a little bit there into the 5 and. Either way, caution out for the first time. Kyle Heath actually leading this race. Not seen any cars come to pit road other than those damaged. Should get 1 to go this time by. Nope, looks like 2 to go. Of course, tonight all about fun, as I mentioned. Next week, the big show on the road at Daytona, kicking off season number 5. Couple of cars on pit road. Appreciate those watching here this evening. I know, like I said, it was kind of a surprise broadcast, but one thing I am working and looking to do into the future is I want to build more viewers into the stream. I know I've got, 813 subscribers or something like that, but I definitely want to see a lot more consistent viewers. I've been trying to be on the stream consistently. If it's racing myself or broadcasting leagues or even doing some AI racing. And what I mean by AI racing is actual, streaming of, the 1987 Daytona 500, which, by the way, ran last night. And we sat back having fun, chatting with viewers, and just watched, if it happened in real life, Dale Earnhardt actually winning his first 500 in 1987. But, unfortunately, that didn't happen in real life. Tomorrow night, actually going to stream the 2006. Make that, 2006 Daytona 500. Going to do that tomorrow night. Tonight, we're actually going to have a little surprise for you. After this race, I've got a surprise. And you might want to stick around, because we are going to do another AI race. But it's one that you would not expect. Sort of. Be fun. Mr. Vanoski, hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. Please share with your friends and family. All right, your money's in the mail too, sir. Actually, I do need to do some edits of some names here because I'm noticing some rookie names, and I don't think they're rookies anymore. This is part why I did the broadcast tonight, so I could find the bugs and fix them. We're going to come to the green flag here, 2x2. It is Kyle Heath and Casey Carrington up there in the front row. Kreidler and Martin, Husby and Tim Averill, your top 6, as we try to get in at lap number 6. One car already scraping the wall back there going into turn 1. Carrington with the push from Craig Martin, who almost cleared himself down there on Heath. That almost got bad. Now almost rewind. There's Kreidler and that blue 99. Or, I'm sorry, that was the 90 car. Stewart, my apologies there. It is so cool to see these cars back in action. Like, you get to Daytona and you just start getting amped up. Of course, with me and the new gig now, writing articles and stuff, and I'm just happy right now. This is fun. Two by two, everybody kind of spread out there. You see McCorkle up there on the top side in that two car. I about said truck again. That's David Schmidt in the 456 mobile. Not sure if that's going to be his number in the series or if he's going with that tonight or what the deal is. Justin Ray in that 38 car, top side. Ryan with Trey Holmes in that 88 car. Of course, next week, next Friday night when we talk, we'll kind of go over all the teams and everybody that's new to the series and get you all squared away. Big shout out to, again, Whiteriver LLC, the new sponsor of the whole series this season. Mike Lemieux going to be the guy behind that, which is awesome. Maybe we'll get a chance to talk to him throughout the season. Who's that back there? There's somebody in the Pirates car back there. I don't know if anybody's seeing that. Back here near... That's up further ahead. Let's go to... Right there. Who's in an 86 car? The old Papyrus, like, NASCAR racing game. Anybody remember that? That's all I hate. Now, the one unique thing about this league, if you're new to seeing this, there's no Dodge, Chevy, Pontiac fight. If you know of a car that drives on the road, it will more than likely appear in this series this season. And what I mean by that is, let's see, last season we had a Porsche, we had a Chevy, we had, I think, a Buick, we had a Pontiac, I think we had a Dodge. The one thing we didn't have was like a Fiat, I think. There'll be that whole manufacturer race, which will be a lot of fun about the series. I mean, I'm seeing a Dodge already, I see Chevy. I don't know what other cars we got out there. Alex Penn still got the Porsche. Yep, the 30 car right there. There's a Porsche. Oh, big wreck. Going to take out a lot of cars, at least 10 involved, it looks like. See Dalton Wilson involved in the 33, Gareth McAllister. Get it out of the way now. It's going to get interesting come next week. Jonathan Cutlip, that was him in the Papyrus car. unfortunately involved. I think David Fite involved. Looks like Jordan Owens in the number 26. Let's see where this all starts. Nick Leo with some damage. Looks like Josh Dillon. Somebody got turned. Oh, the champ's involved too. The 11. Zach Rogers, add him to the list. The 51 involved. That took out a lot of cars. See from the spotter's view what we got here. Oh, one car got sent to the grass to 456, and then from there, chaos. Counting at least 10 to 12 cars. I'm trying to see up top where I see that red car slams the outside wall. Ooh, Dalton caught a piece of the inside wall. That's going to leave a mark. And we got cars coming to pit road here right about the fuel window, which is going to be interesting to see. Let me see if I can get on board here with a car. Let's go on board with Cutlip here and see. There's no time to check up at all. 06 involved with Fitzsimmons again. See if we can go on board with Nick Leo here. And the Jewel number 69 car. Trying to see who that red car is. Might be Josh Dillon. Let's go on board with Josh here and see what. Josh was towards the back there. Ooh, clobbers him. Ah, it's David Fite in the 55. That's where. Okay, here we go. Now I got who I need to find here. Here we go. This will show us the wreck right here. So Cody McCorkle in the 2. Oh, so he gets. Oh, so Fite gets bumped from the rear. Rule number 1 of the ARCA car: you do not hit in the middle of the corner. Well, that's in any car, but more importantly, the ARCA car. All right, so one last view here, and this will give us a chance. Oh. Oh, wait, okay, we're on board with Cutlip here, so. All right, I promise. Last time we're going to see this, because I'm going to hit stop, and I'm going to go to the rear of Fite. Oh, the 51. Okay, here we go. I was trying to see where the contact came. Right there. That's going to work. All right, so we're doubled up after the second caution. And unfortunately, a lot of backup cars coming out already. People have to go back to their shops in whatever town they're in and get backup cars out. You see John Kreidler has stayed out. Jackson Van Pelton, the Energizer battery mobile up there in the 07, he's going to be second. Carrington, Husby, and Heath now your top 5. So in case you haven't heard the news, I do have a new job. And part of that new job is a partnership, actually, too, as I brought them along. And, of course, that is with frontstretch.com. And we're going to turn it up here for this restart and get you a little sneak peek. Turn it up there, presented by Front Stretch. You can check them out online at frontstretch.com. Article on there, actually, Friday Face-Off. Today, actually, the first article that I'm featured in. Talking about the Clash coming up here this weekend at the LA Coliseum. Some questions on there and stuff. You can check out frontstretch.com, get the newsletter and more. But we appreciate the partnership there. And, of course, looking forward to working with all the great guys there and learning the arts and crafts of riding for NASCAR. That'd be fun. So check them out at frontstretch.com. Carrington leads down below. You see him there getting pushed by Heath, Ray, Husby, Burton, Kreidler right there. Zach Rogers, who was in that big wreck there in that Napa car, he's got a little damage. You see him and Purcell and Pelt, Nick Leo, who was in that wreck, they're right there too. So we're coming up on halfway here in 2 laps. Of course, fuel mileage going to come into play in this race. Going to appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you've come back to join us, do us a favor. Go find some more viewers. Share this, obviously the stream. We got Facebook out there. We're streaming over to. We've changed up a little bit of what we're streaming on now. We're strictly YouTube, but we've shared the page out to Facebook and out to the Captain Esports Network Facebook and in other places. If you enjoy the broadcast, you can share it out there with your friends, and let's get some viewers in here. As of course we got plenty of racing to come as it starts here tonight. We'll have some AI racing and some other stuff tonight afterwards, and then tomorrow night and then Sunday we come back and have Sim 500 from the Daytona International Speedway near 811 Xfinity Series. We'll kick off season number 2 here on the Captain Esports Network, and then on Monday night the duels and qualifying for the Cup Series for Sim 500, and then we return Friday night next week for the All-American ARCA Series presented by Whiteriver LLC. race from Daytona. And kicking off their season. So we got plenty of racing. If you like this channel, you're going to get a lot of notifications in the future. I'm on the air, or I'm racing, or I'm doing iRacing, or whatever. We're going to see a lot more stuff here. And if it bores you, then I'm sorry, but we're going to have fun. Put it like that. And we're ready to rock and roll here on the Captain Esports Network. Appreciate everybody joining us. As you see, 3 wide, the 86 trying to go up top there with help from Holmes in the 88, but nothing there yet. Got some lap traffic they're coming up on, some damaged cars. Hopefully everybody will kind of hold their... Oh boy, there's split skis. This is never good. Dalton Wilson goes to the top side. One goes to the apron. The other two are down at the bottom lane here. Oh, no. Justin Ray gets turned. Unfortunately, I think the interaction there could have went a little better. But it did not work out there for the leaders. Tyler Burton, Justin Ray. Looks like Tyler Lem involved. You know, they always say, and again, this is part of communicating right here. This is part of why this race is actually happening, is you've got a chance to get out there with each other and communicate and learn about each other, know each other. This is one of those deals where I think you could have communicated maybe to get everybody together and to be in one lane maybe from the lap car side of things. Because as you see, as they're approaching here, you're going to notice you got Dalton Wilson up top here. One car goes to the apron, and then you got Matthew Weeks and another car behind him. And it kind of bogs everybody up, unfortunately. Just a communication unfortunate deal here. Now, you can't 100% blame that because obviously if you get checked up and other different kinds of things, somebody come in there with some brakes. But it's not fully 100% on the lap cars. I mean, you got to be able to check up and give each other room, and they had plenty of time to get checked up. So it's kind of a 50-50 thing here, we'll say. In the end, it looks like a little bumper hook of the 38. It's just a little checkup, unfortunately. All right, we do got some cars on pit road here, maybe topping off the fuel cells. All right, let's talk to the boss man while we're under caution here. Let's get him up here into chat. See what he's up to. He's picking his nose, whatever else he's doing. Hello, Casey. Good to see you. Or hear from you.
Not the what? Hello, you got me?
Is it not working? Is my voice not working? What in the world's going on here?
Reg, the connection was a bit bad.
Oh, it looks like, you know what? We'll talk to Casey here in a bit. It looks like maybe some issues with Discord. That happens sometimes. It's been happening a lot lately. Hey, nope. Did we got me now? Can you hear me? Did it work?
I can hear you.
Woohoo!
I'm on the front stretch now, so you can hear me.
Oh, yeah, literally. Man, wild start to the race. You and your teammate there with this new team and new partnership you've done. Apparently, you didn't have a budget to paint a second car, so either way, though,
Pretty went up before the season opener, so.
So we're coming to one to go here, man. Let's talk a little bit. Got a wild season coming up, a new partnership with Whiteriver LLC, and man, you said the biggest field that you've ever had for preseason Thunder. This has got to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year. I mean, we thought season 4 we'd kind of reached what the league was supposed to be, but now it's just stepped up a whole nother level. I mean, yeah, we broke the record tonight for preseason registrations. This is the biggest field we've had for a preseason race. Obviously, you're broadcasting it for the first time, so it's an awesome start to what's going to be an awesome season. Like I said, or like you said, shout out to Whiteriver LLC for coming on board with that. Shout out to everybody, man. It's coming back, whether it's you with the broadcast, Joseph on race control, all the members, all the new members. I think we got like 30 some odd rookies. I know you're gonna have a fun time here at Daytona
Oh, here we go with that
next
game.
week, trying to get used to trying to get used to all the new names and all that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
You'll find it funny that I actually, the first run before that caution came out there, lap 2, I had still the old roster. So, like, all the rookies from last year were still rookies. I'm like, oh, I guess I better edit that real quick. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But, hey, man, well, good luck. I see you and Mike are coming to the green flag here. Let's see if you guys do the whole 2-car shuffle thing, and good luck.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Casey to whatever his team's called. C2, there it is. I'll have to find out what that means. But anyways, he's down in that room now. He's getting ready to come to the green flag, and 15 laps to go. A lot of attrition here in this race early. But thankfully, no points on the line or anything. It's all about building ego, I guess, or something. I mean, either way, just getting some laps with the new crew as Husby leads them back to the green. With 15 to go. By Scatter trying to make room. Speeds of over 200 or close to 200 mile an hour in these cars. You see that little, I don't know if you can see it real closely, but actually if I get you a zoom shot here, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about here. But this wicker that is on the top of the car. You see the little, like there's a line in front of, if you look at the Pennzoil car, you see that little like line that's in front of the 1 on the 13. That's a wicker, as that's called. It's a very small one. But that is causing a lot of drag in the car, and it brings the pack together because it puts a big old, just clears the air out, basically, and allows these cars to suck up to the others and stuff. It's kind of like the old 2001 package from back in the day. That's what allows these ARCA cars to just draft up the way they do and run these speeds that they do in a pack. But that's going to be a big factor in who can pull off this Daytona win. But the suck up of those cars, I mean, you get a car like the AAA back there, McAllister, if he had no damage on his car, you get a good run. I mean, you could fly up through this field. And when I say that, I mean up the middle. You see Abril trying to maybe get a little lane up the middle. You see Martin kind of poking his nose up there with Holmes. Outside lane. There's a newcomer to the lead. Let's jump on board with him here. This is Jordan Owens in the Geek Squad. I think that's JD Design or LD Design. I learned cursive, but I don't remember it. Number 26 car. Outside the top 10. Got the 51 car of Chris Travis there in 11th. And now they're going to go 3 wide here, up the middle. I think that's Tim Abril in that white and blue. Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours car. And that kind of killed the momentum, unfortunately, that top side. Now the 86 going to jump up there. That's actually cut lip in the 86. It's supposed to be the 28, but, you know, sometimes numbers mix up with paints. It happens. Chris Lewis down there in that one car bottom lane, getting into the top 10 now. 11 laps to go. Averill going to shoot the middle again on Craig Martin. Well, there are going to be a lot of parking lots in Daytona filled with race cars getting fixed through the week here. 88 blinking a little bit there. That's never good in the pack. Oh, caution out. Not sure where it's at. Might be in the back here. The caution with 10 laps to go. Might be for Tyler Burton maybe or something. Indiana driver in trouble here with 10 laps to go. Let's... Got turned, but you know what? You hear him get out of the throttle there for a second. Let's, Did he blow up? Yeah, something goes wrong, and Dalton Wilson, unfortunately, had nowhere to go and gets into him. We might have ourselves a DBU situation. Done blown up. See it again. No, it didn't blow up because the engine didn't shut off. He just let off the gas. I don't know. That's interesting. Probably just a unfortunate situation of circumstances. Gives us a caution with 10 laps to go. Oh, motor did blow up. Okay. So it DBU'd. Okay. Done blown up. I couldn't tell because I was looking to see if your motor just shut off, but it just kind of checked up, and I'm like, all right. Did it go? It didn't. Did it just kind of slow down and not just straight blow up? Is that what happened there, Tyler? Just from getting hot, maybe? I've seen that happen before. All right, so Jonathan Cutlip, Casey Carrington, Trey Holmes, Mike Husby, Tim Averill, now going to be your top 5. Well, usually you see like a boom or whatever, and the engine kind of blows up, and I think it did the whole, you know, they have the yeah, that's a good idea. Let's pull up the driver of the 36. He wants to go in the air, so why not? If it works. Let's see, my Discord's giving me some issues here. Let's pull up the driver of the 36 here. All right, Tyler, you got me, bud?
Yep.
All right, so Discord's cooperating, which is good. All right, so like, it looks like on board, did it go into the mode where, you know, it blows up and just
no,
shuts
like,
completely
limp mode.
off, but there's the mode before that?
There was no limp-in mode. It just fucking... Oh, sorry. Sorry. It just straight blew up, and yeah.
I think that's the second straight year now, because I think last year in the first race on the broadcast, we had an F-Bond slip out. Oh, boy, that's going to be great. Well, I apologize for all the viewers there. But anyways, you know.
I'm slightly testy because I have my wisdom teeth pulled.
Oh.
So, yeah, I feel... I mean, I feel on a paint scale, I feel like a 2 or 3. But
Still
I,
kinda
I
hurts.
was a little aggravated that we had lap cars just straight pull in front of the leaders when we were like 3 wide up there.
Understood.
And then so I was trying to fix as much as I could, and then all of a sudden, literally within a lap, well, not even a lap, it's like, oh, your water's getting hot, oil temp went up, and then just
Boom.
blew up.
That'll
So
happen. That'll happen. Yeah, well, the good news then I said about this race is this is the kind of race where you need to have that kind of deal happen because it's a practice race and a good chance for everybody to get to know each other and work on communication.
yeah, I just feel like there's some people that need to be more aware to their relative, but you know, it is what it is. It's for fun, this one, but yeah, my teeth are starting to.
All right, go eat something smooth and like you know what I actually did? I actually crunched up little Debbie snack cakes and just ate them like pudding.
I was eating couscous and mashed potatoes. Couscous?
What
You know what couscous is?
No.
Oh my God! Why does?
Anyways, go enjoy your kangaroo or whatever it's called as we go back green.
All right.
All right, buddy. Feel better.
Yep.
You get to move yourself. Back to green. 6
Okay.
laps to go. Cutlip and Holmes.
What a service this is.
Hey, I got nothing else for you. I can't think of
I
anything
can call
else.
the rest of the race.
Yeah, there you go. I do want to be on the air next week, so go ahead and move yourself back. But anyways, Carrington and Husby, as Carrington pops out of the lane there towards Heath, as they're now side by side back here at the 3rd position. All right, so lap number 34 of the race. We get our first F-bomb of the season already. Get that out of the way. Whoever had that on their bingo card. As they come to 5 laps to go, the racing really starting to pick up now. Carrington leads topside. 3 cars on the bottom. Looks like 4 or 5 up top there. You see Chris Lewis up there behind his teammate, or actually his driver, because Lewis is actually the owner of TI Racing. He's just driving Miles' car, but there goes Averill up the middle. Kind of left his owner behind him there. Travis shuts the door on Lewis. Coming to 4 laps to go, seeing a little bit of a 3rd lane, maybe trying to start up there. Is that Matthew Weeks? He's the champ, almost wrecks in the tri-oval there. Kind of got chopped a little bit by Lewis. Weeks was big time damaged earlier. Matthew actually ran in the, was it Elite Racing 500 this past week? Appreciate the video. Oh, Cody almost left the door open for Tim, and he almost put it there. That could have been bad. As they come to 3 laps to go across the line. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight on the Captain Esports Network. Again, after tonight's race, it's not the only race at Daytona we'll have coming up here for you. Join us as we're going to do, I'm going to put an AI race together and let them go racing here, and we'll keep it on the stream and have some fun tonight on a Friday night. Averill, there he goes. McCorkle left the middle open. He gets shuffled. Heath's got to shut the door on him. And look at that, another TI driver behind there, the one. I didn't see, I think it's obviously, it's got to be Bryson because Dalton Wilson's out. Travis looking for somewhere to go with 2 to go. Well, this is the one race of the season, checkers or wreckers. I think Fitzsimmons is in the outside wall back there in the back. I'm unaware if the... Oh, and April gets turned into Carrington! Oh, this might be the field. Who's it? Wait, look out for that guy. All right, if you're still on the track, please stand up. I just said checkers for wreckers, and I guess they heard me. All right, let's I don't even know if I want to count how many cars are in this one. But I saw the 6 get turned. He gets to the 13, he has to check up, and the 51 just has a run. He gets into the back of the 6. It's going to hook Casey into the wall. Turns the 13. 86 gets a little piece, so does the 88. 19 gets climbed. There's Martin involved. The 26 gets a piece. And the reason why I'm kind of speechless right now is I'm looking to see who potentially was the first car that did not get touched in this wreck. This is going to become a fun game here. Let's check this out again. Let's slow it down because I think I know who it is. But I might be wrong. And we might have just witnessed the biggest wreck on the Captain Esports Network history. All right. I think I have it figured out. So, there was the first car that did not get touched that made it through the wreck, I believe, is going to be this driver right here. And we're going on board with him. The 16 of Purcell is the first car, I think, that did not get any involvement in this wreck. Let's see. Everybody else either had some contact or something. Watch this. And why my phone's going off all of a sudden, I have no clue. Oh, I'm getting pictures. Okay. Anyways. Alright, so let's there's one hero here that I don't know if he's gonna get in trouble for this, but you know what? I find this kind of funny tonight. Where is he? If I can find him. Before we go back to green. Since this race is kind of in the fun books. Oh, there he is. So let's yeah, that's a good call, Jacob. I didn't even think about that. Let's hit stop here. I don't think my wife realizes that I'm streaming and like everything's going on here. The sounds. All right, James Efall back here. He's back in like New Smyrna, as everybody's up front there. Like you can't even see him. But they're wrecking up in turn 3 right now. They're still wrecking, by the way. One of those fails, call James E. Fall to come through a wreck. His spotter's fired. Anyways, all right. So, yeah, we're going to have a green, white checker here, which, by the way, I did bring this up, and I know for Sim 500, we called it Sim 500 Overtime, but you know what? Tonight, we're going to debut a new one. And I kind of threw the idea out there in case he actually liked it and a couple others liked it, and I want to get your opinion tonight. So, baseball has extra innings. Football has overtime. Hockey has overtime. NASCAR has overtime. Everybody has overtime and all these different things. So, for the Captain Esports Network, how about this one? The All-American ARCA Series presented by Whiteriver LLC. Extra laps. I'm through it, Harry. I made it through, Harry. All right, so let's see what we got here. So Jonathan Cutlip leads. Trey Holmes second. Purcell is fourth there on the outside. Lem, who was in the first wreck, by the way, earlier, is third. So who is going to be the Eric Jones of tonight's race, basically? The car that's fully damaged, Dan wins the race. We've had it all tonight. We've had an F-bomb. We've had a huge wreck. We've had this race broadcasted tonight for the first time ever. We've had fun tonight, needless to say. And after this, we're going to have fun with an AI race that I'm going to sit here and just have fun. And actually admin. All right, so here we go with like 15 cars going green. Who's got enough? Well, one car just blew up back there, it looks like. The Oreo car. Yeah, I was going to say, I could have entered this race and go start now and maybe win it. Yeah, everybody's off the pace with damage here. Pick your partner and hope to God they don't have a lap. Who's out on the outside of the Earnhardt paint? That's the 38 of Justin Ray. That's who that was. It looks like an Earnhardt paint, but it's actually not. Final lap. We got all these torn up cars, and we got the 16 in one piece there. I'm just literally watching now. Who's the 26 down the bottom, 4 wide? All right, remember that car in one piece? Not anymore. They're leaning on each other. And there they go. Meanwhile, as it raced to the line, block once, block twice to the yellow line. Winner is Cutlip. Wins the Royal Rumble, if you will. Holy cow. That's all I can say to that one. Have you ever? No, I've never. And lo and behold, the Papyrus NASCAR car wins. Well, safe to say they got that one out of the way, huh? Fun race. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, I know next week it gets serious, but hey, tonight's all about having fun. Everybody just having a good old time, getting to know each other. Hopefully nobody's mad, other than Tyler, I guess. Cutlip wins preseason Thunder. Taking a look at the final results of the mess, if you will. Cutlip wins over Trey Holmes. Justin Ray third. Tyler Lem finishes fourth. Alex Penn with a top five. Kyle Purcell, Gareth McAllister seventh. Kyle Heath eighth. Craig Martin ninth. Zach Rogers 10th. Leo finishes 11th. Alex Bryson 12th. John Kreidler 13th. Finley Fitzsimmons in 14th there. And Efall 15th. McCorkle, Abril, Jordan Owens finishing in the 18th position. 19th to Justin Altamuro. Mike Husby 20th. David Schmidt 21st. Josh Dillon, Matthew Weeks, Casey Carrington, Chris Travis, Chris Lewis, Larry McKenzie, Tyler Burden finishing 28th. 29th, Matt Stewart, Dalton Wilson, Jackson Van Pelt, David Fight, and Scott Simgrist. Mike Lemieux did not start what turned out to be a 45-lap affair here tonight in Daytona. Just looking around here in chat. There's actually people in the waiting room, which is funny. So let's have some fun, and we'll talk to Justin Ray, who finishes in the third position here. Justin, thankfully, this had no points on the line. It was checkers or wreckers, and the whole entire field went wreckers tonight. And yeah, man, what a wild race that was.
Yeah, that it was fun. I've been itching to get back in the car, so I wasn't gonna miss the race for sure. But yeah, that first time I got turned in lap cars, you know, kind of dropped down in front of Casey, and Tyler unfortunately didn't have time to check up. Got into the back of me, which I get it. It happens fast, but no hard feelings to him. Unfortunately, he blew up. So
yeah, I think this was. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's the right race for that to happen in, because I think part of this race is also to learn kind of communication with the new guys and all that different stuff, so that next week, that kind of mistake doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I saw him coming up quick, and I was gonna say something. I thought Casey would say something. He never did, and I never did. And then hey, we're here. You know, kind of going in turn one, and I'm sideways. This is not good. So unfortunately, that it happened. But and then like I said, he blew up, and then Chris tried causing that big one there when everybody was 3 wide. I was able to get checked up, and I don't know. I don't know how I finished where I did, to be honest with you.
I was gonna say, talk about that run on the 2 laps to go there. I mean, you come shooting up the outside by yourself, like, I got this. Hold on, boys.
Yeah, me and Cutlet were just talking about. I don't know where the speed came from. Earlier, seemed like I couldn't almost hang with the draft, and then that happened. I went with it. Nobody else went, so I ducked back in line and made a few moves. Kind of left Alex out the hang, and like I said, I don't know where it came from, but it came at the right time. So
We'll talk about expectations for next, obviously this season, next week. Obviously, a big season coming up for you.
yeah, obviously everybody knows how Daytona goes, especially in these cars. So I'll be happy to make it through the race with the car together. The rest of the season, you know, I'm really looking forward to it this year. I'm gonna try to be at the front a lot more instead of hanging out in the rear and waiting until the last minute. But I'm hoping, you know, me, Craig, and Tyler over at Piston Broke Motorsports can do pretty decent this year. I think we did pretty good last year to have, we'll say, 3.5 men. The other half, sometimes he can make it, sometimes he couldn't.
Right.
So I think we did pretty good to have 3 of us in there in the point standings. I think we finished top 4, top 5. So I wasn't gonna complain about that. Hopefully we can do, you know, improve on that this year and get some more finishes up top.
Absolutely, man. Let's send some shout outs.
I appreciate you for being here. I know you had to fly in a long way. Casey for doing all this, putting it on every year, him and Joe, and everybody that I've ran with now for the past 4 seasons is good, and it's cool to see some good faces in here. So appreciate those guys coming out and keeping the league up and doing what it is. And thanks to my teammates and Littoral Pest Solutions for riding on the car now for 4 seasons. So appreciate everybody.
Absolutely, man. We look good there at the end. Nice effort, but we'll see you next week when it counts.
Alrighty, have a good one.
Hey, you too, buddy. Justin Ray finishing in the 3rd position here this evening. Good effort on his part, and we appreciate him joining us. Trey Holmes finished 2nd. Let me go find Trey. He is not here, so let's grab Cutlip here, who goes to victory lane in that wild mess. Jonathan, way to go there in the old NASCAR Racing 1, 2. Let's see, 99, 3, 4, 96. All those NASCAR game paint schemes that you ran tonight.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, talk about the race, man. That was a wild one.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting to say the least. It wasn't like exactly what I was expecting. The RPMs were pretty high the entire race, so getting a run was like really difficult to figure out. And it just seemingly would just come out of nowhere when you at least expect it. So that was something to remember for next week if we make the race.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole nother challenge. You bring up a great point, because we're going to have a lot of cars trying to get 36 positions next week. And, talk about that challenge, because obviously you were pretty competitive last season. And, obviously you're here, you're competing full time now, I believe. And there's got to be a little bit of pressure there probably to make this race next week.
There's a little bit of pressure. It's nothing to really, get too hung up about. It's play qualifying. The smallest of mistakes can either send you home or get you into the race. It's just gonna be how smooth I can be that day. So hopefully we make it. I won't be too upset if I miss it though, because it's a long season and anything can happen.
Well said, man. Absolutely. Well, best of luck, man. Congratulations. You got yourself a preseason Thunder win. And shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Well, I was getting pushed by one of my closest friends, Trey, at the end. That was, super fun to get a 1-2 with. Unfortunately, I kind of ran my other friend, Matthew Weeks, over earlier in the race.
It happens.
Yeah. But, I'd like to thank family and friends. They've been, like, super happy with just, me being here. It's super cool to see, and to be able to race with them again after so long, it's something I'm never going to take for granted. Like I said every time I get interviewed, but I really do mean it.
Absolutely, man. Well, great job tonight. Congratulations. And we'll see you next week. Oh, go ahead.
And I would like to thank you as well. I never got to say that previously, and you're one of the best interviews. I enjoy being up here with you.
Absolutely, man. Well, I try to have fun just like you guys do. So,
Yeah.
hey, man, I appreciate it, and we'll talk next week, bud.
Yep. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. Jonathan Cutlip, the winner tonight here of the, I want to call it the Clash. It was a Clash, technically. The Bash, the Clash. Preseason Thunder is what it was called. It was a severe thunderstorm, it seemed like. Man, I had fun. It was a good warm-up for me. Got myself ready to go again. And obviously, it's the first of many races throughout the regular season. It's going to be coming here, not only for All-American, but, of course, for Sim 500. Big shout out to Whiteriver LLC for sponsoring the series. And we'll get to rock and rolling next week here. The big race, 200 miles, 80 laps at Daytona. And Cutlip kind of put it out there a little bit. There is a lot of cars signed up for the race. Only 36 are going to make it. And the format I'll go ahead and put out there now. 30 drivers will qualify on speed. 6 are going to qualify in a heat race. So next week's going to be very stressful for some drivers. So I'm looking forward to putting that on next week. And hopefully you can come join us here at the Captain Esports Network as we're live. I will warn everybody in advance. My work schedule is going to be pushing up against the race next week. Casey's already aware of it and everything. So as soon as I get home, I'll be set up, ready to go, and we'll rock and roll. So it's going to be real close to 8:30 probably when I go live next week. So don't panic if I'm not on the air yet. So we will be here entirely for you on the Captain Esports Network. So let's go home. Let's go enjoy the week here in Daytona. Sunday night against Sim 500 in the 811 North Carolina 811 Xfinity Series. Come and join us here for the race Sunday night at 8:30, I believe, is actually when we're going racing for that one. So it should be a lot of fun there. Always remember, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya!
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great.